and welcome to Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and welcome in to a cross-county rivalry match. Of course, this is 2A against 4A, and it's non-district, but it is a good test for the Lovington girls, and it's a good practice match for the Eunice girls as well, as Eunice comes into this one ranked number 1 in District 4-2A. They are 6-1 on the season so far. Lovington, still a young team and struggling to find their way, but making improvements. They are 0-3, and they are coming off of a loss, a 3-0 loss to Tatum. And they are not home again until September 20th after this match. Eunice just finished a tournament, and they have another away tournament coming up this next weekend. Their district doesn't start until October 4th. So both of these teams are still in heavy rev-up motion for district. They're really trying to polish and hone and really kind of rack up some confidence and some wins before they start district, which is, quite a ways away. They've got a lot of matches between now and then, and this is, a good Tuesday night test coming off of Labor Day weekend. TJ Miracle bringing you in and getting ready for our first volleyball call of the season.
Well, we are, and it is great to be back and exciting to see what all is going to happen. As you mentioned, Lovington still trying to find their ways at 0-3. So far on the year, they've had had their struggles, but still kind of getting into the system of Coach Acosta this season. And you mentioned it's a long way until district, so still a lot of time for growth. Now for Eunice, they've come out, and even though they have a new head coach this year in Taylor Skinner,
right,
longtime girls volleyball coach Robbie Robinson, still the AD at Eunice, but she's now the principal at the middle school, and so they hired Coach Skinner to come in and take over the program. And, after talking to a couple of the parents from Eunice, she instituted quite an off-season program for these girls, things like running and mandatory workouts and other things to get them conditioned before they ever walked into the gym. And that's going to be a pretty tough district. Now, they did play in the JAL Invitational on Friday, which was just kind of a 3-game, come on in, play 3 other teams, and, had a pretty good shot at it. Now, that district, when you talk about Eunice, that's going to be a very, very tough district.
Oh, you bet.
You've got Eunice,
JAL,
Tatum,
and Tatum.
all in that same district, 3 Lee County schools in that district, plus you throw in Loving and Hagerman, and, it's a 5-team, pretty tough district. And just from what I see and understand so far, Tatum is going to be Tatum.
They're always tough.
They're always tough. That's just what they do. They've got a great tradition. JAL had a pretty good tournament there at their place over the weekend, and saw a couple of the games that we had on New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports, from that. And JAL is a team that is much, much improved. They're a little bit streaky, but if they go on a hot streak, they can really hang with anybody. And I think Eunice wants to go ahead and say, no, we're going to play the toughest schedule that we can going into it, and then we're just going to try and stomp everybody going into district, because that is going to be a very tough district for the Lady Cards.
A murderer's row district, and that district is going to have some of the toughest top teams in 2A in the state. And it's going to be one of those districts where you're going to look and see and hope that 3 teams come out of that. And they're going to the teams that have to fight for the 3rd spot. We think at this point to make state playoffs is that 4th team that gets lost, that loses out, is still going to be a good team. So that is such a tough district. It's really, really, and that's why it's so important. Every match counts, even though you're not in district yet. That district is so competitive. All the matches leading up to that really count, because strength of season counts, and your district and your season record as well as district record. They're gonna look at all of that when it comes to a really competitive.
When it comes to a competitive district, and if you don't win the district when they're looking at the at-large seats, especially, kind of the same there goes for the Lovington Lady Cats. Artesia is going to be Artesia. Goddard and Roswell High, always incredibly tough. Still seems weird to me that we don't have the same district opponents in every sport, but neither here nor there. So, another murderer's row for this Lovington girls team, who is, again, very young and working on some more experience. I mean, they're going to rely heavily on some names that we recognize, Myra and Malaya Castro especially. Zabri Rodriguez saw some time last year, too.
Layla Hernandez.
And
she improved her serve game over the course of last season. She started coming on strong toward the end of the season and was playing really, much more competitive volleyball.
Yeah, they certainly were. So, a lot there that Coach Acosta, I know, is going to be trying to build on, and a good test and a good Eunice team tonight.
Definitely. And we're going to take a break and acknowledge now tonight we of course are calling not just the Lovington match tonight, but Eunice as well. So we're representing both teams, or representing for both teams, and trying to call it right down the middle and give every girl the spotlight, and every good play the chance to be heard. So we will be back in just a few minutes with more Lovington and Eunice volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Cardinal Hardware is your complete lumber yard with reasonable prices and outstanding service. When you need hardware or lumber, think of Cardinal Hardware. When you need great accommodations that feel like home, think of Oil Patch Motel in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware and Oil Patch Motel in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. We are in a pre-game mode here with the girls still warming up on the court. It's Eunice girls who are on the full court now and warming up. We have about 5.5 minutes left in the pregame clock, and we're in the middle of just setting up this team for you. I think we'll run down the rosters. We've talked about their records, and of course Lovington is going to be starting their district on October 18th. And Eunice on October 4th. That's quite a difference. You know, I have noticed that the volleyball schedules tend to vary wildly. And they have a really, some weeks they might play a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or a Tuesday and the whole weekend. Then they might have a week off, and then they come back and they cluster 2 or 3, games again. So it's kind of interesting how the volleyball seasons go, and I think it's not just for one particular team. It's just interesting, and I think it probably is maybe a little difficult when you're coaching to try to deal with. Some weeks it's downtime, and you're working on prep. You're working on trying to learn what from the last matches that you had, and then getting ready for your next ones. But sometimes you spend your whole week just going from game to game, from game night to a tournament, where we've got at least 3 matches usually. So it is a little bit inconsistent, but they're rolling with the punches, and we want to go down and go through the rosters. Quite a few differences for both teams tonight, both in terms of numbers, differing from the rosters that we have, but we have the very latest according to the scorekeepers here, and we have a couple of girls out on each team, just out for illness and various reasons. Starting with your Eunice High School, you've got number 0 is Chloe Jones. She is a junior. Number 2 is Alondra Morin. She is a sophomore. Number 3 is Jasmine Martinez. She's a senior. Number 4 is McKenna McBee, a sophomore. 5 is Tenley Acosta, a senior. Number 6, Yolanda Granados. Also, number 7 is Sarah Reeves. Number 8 is Lillian Parson. Number 10, Dayanara Zamora, a senior. Number 8, again, I said Lillian Parson. I've got her written down twice. And then number 14 is Vivian Ornelas. So kind of still marking through and changing certain things up here. So really that's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. They have only 10 girls on their roster for tonight. 10 girls in uniform for Eunice. They are coached. Head coach is Taylor Skinner, and assistant coach is Kyla Colborn. For your Lovington girls, number 1 is Layla Hernandez, a junior. Number 3 is Maylee Acosta, a senior. Number 4 is Carly Knapp, who is a sophomore. Number 6, Lauren Lovato is a senior. Number 7, Zabri Rodriguez, a sophomore. Number 8, Sofia Pinones is a senior. Number 10, Myra Castro, a junior. Number 11 is Ashley De Los Santos. Number 12 is Malaya Castro. Number 15 is JC Long. Number 16 is Yuri Aragon. Number 17 is Leia Hernandez. And number 33 is Sabri Rodriguez. And I know that we've got duplicates there, but again, the girls, Ada Lee was one of the camera operators, and she was relaying their current roster for tonight, and that's exactly how it read, straight from the coach. So, and the head coach, we have it listed as Acosta, but as Adelie said, the head coach is Marissa Ochoa.
Ochoa, that's right.
Right, Marissa Ochoa.
That is
yeah,
that is a TJ when he was
okay.
doing this very quickly earlier today.
All right, so Marissa Ochoa, and assisted by Rachel Faith. So that's your roster and your lineup for the Lovington girls tonight and your Eunice girls. So we only have about a minute and a half showing, and shall we run down the sponsors? For
Probably
each
a good
team?
idea.
All right, let's do that. For Eunice, your sponsors: Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Schools, Redbird, City of Eunice, Parker Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, 8th Services and Rentals, and NMR Pipeline, and Eunice Police Department.
It's actually BTH.
Yeah, sorry. I knew as soon as I blew by it, I realized, wait a minute, I was going to go back and correct that at the very end, but you beat me to it. But Eunice Police Department as well. So thanks to all those sponsors helping bring Eunice Volleyball to you over the air. And for Lovington, Stone Oilfield Services. We thank Stone Oilfield, Man Welding, Lee County Electric, Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, and Devon Energy. So thanks to all of our sponsors. We appreciate your support, and I'm sure on behalf of the athletes, student athletes of the school, I know that they appreciate your support as well. So probably just about ready to Yep, they're bringing the athletes off of the court now, getting ready to introduce them, and then it will be, I'm sure, the national anthem. We'll get that started. Although there was a JV game right before this one. It ended at about, ended at 5:47. I was looking at my watch, or my phone when that happened. So Lovington JV actually won that match against Eunice 2-1, or 2-0, 2-0 actually. So, yep. So we will take another break and be back with more Lovington Eunice Volleyball. We'll get this underway in just a few minutes on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
And welcome back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. Welcome to Wildcat Gym and our first volleyball match that we are bringing to you for this season. There will be more, and of course, we have a month to go really before district matches start. So we have many home games. We'll talk about that the next time after tonight that will be in action, but this one is just about getting ready to start. We've had the national anthem, and both teams have been introduced. So we will be getting this underway here in just a couple of minutes as Lovington is really looking for their first, not just first match win of the season, but first set win. They would like to, put a set up there and have the confidence that comes, knowing that they can then win a set against a really fine team. And of course, coming in 6-1, ranked first in 4-2A, Eunice is looking to continue their winning ways. TJ.
Well, they certainly are. And test tonight for both of these squads on paper, a 4A team should always be competitive, if not always beat a 2A team. But this isn't a normal 2A team in Eunice. These girls have been together for a long time, and they've played very well, and they've played a tough district or a tough schedule so far. 6-1, Lovington just going to be looking to make improvements and see where they stack up against one of the better teams in the southeastern part of the state.
Right, and the teams, Eunice is out on the floor, and Lovington is huddled, and we're just about ready to get this one tipped off, or slapped off maybe. Smacked off. It will be Eunice serving to start, and that is number 8, Lillian Parson, back to serve. She's first up in rotation for your Lady Cardinals. Lovington making a few adjustments. They're in the home whites with the blue letters, except for, of course, the libero, and she's in the dark jersey. And it's opposite for Eunice. They're in their road blacks with red trim and white numbers, except for the libero, and she's in a white jersey. So 8, Parson back to serve, and we're getting this one underway. And the libero feels this one, set up, and does not make it across. Yuri Aragon slapping at that one, trying to get it across, but that's going to be the first point for Eunice. Eunice, of course, the visiting team today. So first point, and first point on serve for Parson. And that is going to hit the net. So we are tied 1-1. So an unforced error on Parson. And Lovington will serve, and it's going to be Carly Knapp back for Lovington. A nice serve, goes to the libero, popped up, set up for number 5, Acosta, and she sends it over. It's too hot to handle as Knapp in the back court gets a hand on it, but it spins away out of bounds. So point number 2 for Eunice. So Eunice will get the serve back. It's going to be number 14, Ornelas, back to slap it. 2-1, Eunice leading in this first set. High serve, Knapp gets a hand on it. Libero sets it up, trying to get it across, and she does. Myra Castro, and a good return. Outside hitter Acosta comes in trying to clean it up, and there's going to be a net violation, I believe, as Yuri Aragon was in place and really had a good handle on it, but just too close to the net. So that's going to be a point for Eunice. So 3-1 is your score, and another serve for Ornelas. Again, the libero gets a hand on it. Knapp sets it up, and it goes over to the outside hitter, Yuri Aragon. She got a fist on it, but it stays on this side of the net. And so another point for Eunice, 4-1. Eunice quickly up now. That's Ornelas serving again. Knapp with a hand on it. Castro sets it up and gets it over the net. It's returned, just a sneaky little pushover by Acosta. And that was after Layla Hernandez had gotten a nice return over the net to give Lovington a chance for the point. But, man, Acosta just came in and killed it. So first kill. And Ornelas back to serve again. The libero gets a handle on it. Castro sets it up. This time, Aragon gets it across. Now it comes back. Acosta trying to kill it. Nice dig by the libero in the backcourt for Lovington, but then it's pushed over again. Acosta there, and at the front of the net, Martinez as well. So another point for Eunice, although nice play there, and our first real volley of this volleyball match. Ornelas back to serve again. 5-1, and trying to push that over is going to be Aragon. She does. Now they set up Acosta for the kill again. Saved by the libero for Lovington. Castro sets it up. It's pushed over by Castro, Malaya, and Myra there. Eunice returns. Lovington's libero sets it up at the net. Castro pushes over. That was Myra. And now Acosta with a chance to kill again. And Aragon says no, and it's a net violation for Eunice. The point goes for Lovington. So nice play there. That was the longest volley of this match so far, with both teams showing some good strengths, making adjustments. I liked how Lovington made the adjustments from the front row to back row. They were really working really well with each other and watching what the other team was doing. Lovington with the serve. It's successful. Eunice sends it back. Now there's a setup. Trying for the kill is Myra Castro. It goes long, though, so it's going to be the point for Eunice. So 7-2 is now your score. Eunice leading, and Eunice will have the service back. And that's going to be your libero back to serve. She punches it over. Layla Hernandez just gets a handle on it, saves it, now goes in for the kill. Oh, and it goes on the wrong side of the net. But a good try as Layla Hernandez keeping the play alive before ultimately killing it. She didn't make a kill, but the ball was killed. And the point for Eunice, 8-2 now. Eunice serving, and Eunice, yeah, it's a double hit. Yeah, that's going to be Lovington loses that point. Eunice.
Actually, they're going to say net violation on. No, I thought they said net violation on Eunice, but no, instead timeout Lovington.
Right, timeout for Lovington, 9-2, with Eunice going on a roll there. Lovington was able to sneak a point or a couple of points in there. But I think that's a really good timeout, actually, for Coach Atoa to take to sort of cool things down just a little bit, because Eunice is really on a roll, and Lovington had made a couple of errors there. I think she just wants to regroup, get the girls in, and say, hey, let's just make sure that as we're making adjustments front to back, you're watching where you are on the court and watching how you, the quality of your hit on that ball. You've got to make quality touches.
Well, you're absolutely right, and I think you're right, too, trying to kind of break a little streak. We saw this a lot last year with this Lovington team. The other team would get somebody that was a little bit hot in the serve, and Lovington never quite able to break it. So I think maybe a good timeout to try and pull this back together.
All right, and the serve from Eunice is returned. They set up number 17, Leah Hernandez, for the kill, but I think it goes out of bounds, so that's going to be another point for Eunice. However, a
three
good
straight
try.
points for Jones
as
on the serve.
Hernandez looking good. Yep, number 0, Jones on the serve, doing a nice job for Eunice. And Lovington with a good return on that, goes over the net. They set up a Costa for the kill, and it's going to be off the fists of Carly Knapp trying to save it, but it goes out of bounds toward the back. That was a hot one to handle. I tell you, Acosta is, Tinley Acosta there in that outside hitter location is hard to stop. Her balls come in hard. Another good serve by Jones. Lovington handles it, and it's going to be Hernandez who sends it over the net. Eunice looking for the return. It's going to be right side hitter who sends it over. Libero digs it. It's a soft return over the net by Castro, but they're going to say a net violation. So Lovington really has to work on that. That's 3 even net violations they've been called for in this match.
Yeah, need to work on body positioning.
Yeah, 12-2 is and a rare miss by Chloe Jones on the serve will give the point to Lovington and give them the serve back. So 12-3 is your score here in the first set of this match in Lovington. And Hernandez back to serve. It's a good one. Eunice returns it, and Acosta takes it across the net, but Lovington manages to solve that one. And Acosta now, just punches it over. Again, Lovington, a couple of really good digs and saves there. Eunice on it, though. Jones managing to return that, but it's swatted back over the net. Good volley, keeping it alive. Hernandez has it. This one has to go over the net. Oh, a good save by the libero. She makes it. This is the longest volley so far. And right side, outside hitter number 6. Woo! Granados put a fist in it, and it was too hot to handle. Lovington tried, but could not get that. Sabri Rodriguez getting a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be 13-3. Long volley, a great rally by both teams, but the point ultimately to Eunice. Eunice serving, and Lovington looking to return. A nice pushover by Castro. Eunice returning that. Hernandez with the first hit. Castro setting up Hernandez for the kill. Eunice saves it. Third contact has to go over the net, and Acosta gets it. Lovington's libero answers. Castro setting up for the kill, and number 12, Malaya Castro, getting a lot of heat on that. Eunice probably should have let it go. It probably would have been long, but instead tried to return that, and the point goes to Lovington. 13-4 now, and Lovington's turn to serve as Castro's back with it. Oh, and a good serve. It's going to be an ace for Myra Castro. No, that's
Malaya.
number 12, Malaya Castro. So an ace by Castro. Put another point on the board for Lovington. 13-5 now, and Castro back to serve again. Another good one, not quite as low. Outside hitter comes over. Oh, and it would have been long, but Lovington manages to go ahead and save that, keep the rally going. And now there's an attempted kill by Parson over the outside hitter location, but it goes into the net instead. So give the point to Lovington. So
and a nice job there by Hernandez. She blocked that one to get it skittered back over and to keep this little scoring streak for Lovington going.
13-6 as Lovington's coming back, and the serve again by Castro. Eunice handles it. They're setting up for the kill. It goes over. It's going to be out of bounds, though, so an unforced error, and I believe that was either 10. I think that was number 10, maybe Dino or Zamora, who hit that. So the point for Lovington, 13-7 now. And another serve for Malaya Castro. Malaya was one of the bright spots on the Lovington volleyball team last season. And this is returned. Parson trying the kill. Nice push over the net and save by Hernandez. And Eunice sends it back over. They're setting up. Castro's second touch. Third touch goes over, but they're going to say a net violation, I think, against Lovington again. So Lovington, I like their energy and their enthusiasm, but they're getting too close to the net. They're making a lot of unforced errors, and that turns the ball back over to Eunice. And it'll be number 5, Acosta back, no, 6. That's Granados back to serve. Oh, almost an ace. Lovington manages to get it across. A nice return there by Castro. Good quality touches, but here comes Eunice. And still stays alive. Nice return there over the net. Eunice, again, attempted kill. It's going to go long. They wisely let it go. And that's important. Sometimes you have to look and keep your reaction is to try to get your fist up and try to touch. And that sometimes you just have to watch it if you think it's going to go long. So the point is for Lovington, 14-8. And, oh, bad serve, as that was Hernandez, Leah Hernandez, back to serve. So the point goes to Eunice, 15-8 in this first set here in Lovington. Eunice is up in the first set, back to serve. That's Zamora. Oh, and it's going to be not even a net serve, just a bad serve. Looked like she just had a little timing problem on her serve. So the point goes to Lovington, and they get the serve. And back to serve, I believe, is that Castro, Myra Castro?
Yes.
Number 10. And a good serve. Eunice digs it, though. Nice dig. And then Martinez comes in trying to kill it. Eunice saves it. Third touch coming, and it goes over. Castro, nice. But Eunice, again, good return. It's got to go over on this third touch. Again, good volley going on. There's a setup for Layla Hernandez. Thought it was going to be a kill, but Eunice strong, and it goes back over. Third touch by Eunice by the libero. Gotta go. Here comes Eunice going in for the kill, and this time it's long. So from that outside hitting position on the left, good try by Martinez, but it goes long, and the point is for Lovington. So 15-10. We've had some really good volleys and rallies by both teams here. A good serve. Eunice manages to dig that, and here comes Martinez. Attempted kill, but good dig by Lovington. And third touch punched over, saved by Eunice. And attempted kill goes over the net. Third touch by Layla Hernandez. Gotta go, and it's in. And that's going to be a good point for Lovington, as I believe that was in.
Yes.
Nice. Good job. And Eunice looked over, and they were hoping that it was out, but it was in by about a foot or so. And now a timeout, as Lovington has come back and shaved this lead by Eunice down to 4 points, 15-11. Eunice is going to have to refocus. What they want to do is stretch this back out, get back out on a roll. But Lovington has been playing some pretty good volleyball here. They have made some impressive digs and saves off of some pretty hot points and rallies by Eunice. So both teams looking pretty sharp, and it's just a 4-point difference here in this volleyball match. 15-11 in this first set. Lovington looking to get their first set win in this match and ultimately try to get the win, but Eunice wants to continue their winning ways. They're 6-1 on this season. It'll be Lovington to serve, and going back is Castro. That is Myra. Eunice digs the serve and returns that. Oh, it's a long hit as Lillian Parson with a lot of Wheaties, and she's got a lot of power, but this time just a little misdirected. So that's going to be a point for Lovington, 15-12, and Castro back to serve. A good serve. Eunice libero, that's Jones, digs it, and then Acosta sends it over. Lovington answers. They set up Leah Hernandez. It's dug, but can't go anywhere. Chloe Jones did a great job of sliding in and trying to get that. She does return it, but she needed somebody to help her get it over the net, and didn't happen. So, I reset. Yep, sorry, the score bug reset. I'll get that back. in just a moment. And another point for Lovington, as now it's 15-13.
15-14.
15-14. Sorry, I'm looking down trying to catch up my score bug. It decided to reset. All right, Lovington serving. Martinez going in for the kill. Lovington digs it. Good returns. I tell you what, the quality of touch has really improved by Lovington during the middle part of this set. Oh, and a kill by Parson. She just had the angle on that, and it spun as it was going down. So Parson with a kill is going to give the point to Eunice, 16-13, and the serve back to Eunice, and Parson will have the serve. 16-14 is your score. Eunice leading. Lovington digs. They're going to say the point as a double hit. Yep, double hit on Lovington. So the point goes automatically to Eunice, and it'll be Parson back to serve again. Lovington looking really sharp today. And Eunice, that's going to be out. And I don't think Carly Knapp looked. She was going to put her hand out to touch it, but she did not.
It was very close.
It was. But instead the point goes to Lovington, 17-15, and it'll be Knapp back to serve for Lovington. And it's up and a good serve. Eunice answers. They're going to set up Acosta for the kill. Lovington answers, pushed over the net by Castro. And, pushed back. It goes along as the ball came back over, and Layla Hernandez was in a perfect spot to get it, but she just punched it a little too hard, and it went out of bounds in the backcourt. So it'll be Eunice's point, and they'll get the serve back, and the rotation now to Ornelas. 18-15 your score. Eunice winning this first set, but Lovington trying to storm back. Hernandez soft touches it over. Number 5, Acosta going in for the kill. Their whistle sounds, I believe, an illegal hit. I don't know why, but I believe that was an illegal hit, or maybe it was in the backcourt. I think that's the problem. I think it was a backcourt violation. So the point goes to Eunice, and the serve again by Eunice. Knapp gets a hand on it. They keep it alive. Good dig by Lovington. Pushes over the net. Attempted kill, and it would have gone long, but Lovington dug it, and now attempted kill again by Acosta, and this time it works. So, man, I tell you what, Acosta is so tough in that outside hitter location, but Lovington has managed to dig some points and get to some balls that I didn't think they had the chance. I didn't think that they would have any chance of answering, and they have been doing a good job. But it's 20-15 right now, and another timeout is being taken, and we will take it. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball at Wildcat Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and off of the Eunice serve, a good volley back and forth, but another kill by Eunice, and just too hot to handle as Eunice is on a bit of a roll now. It's 21-15, and Eunice will continue to serve. Third straight serve by Ornelas. And Eunice, Lovington answers, and they set up. It's Hernandez to get it over. Eunice answers, and Acosta to put it away. Hits the net, but Lovington digs it. Hernandez pushes it over. They set up Acosta for the kill again, and that's going to go long. And that's a point for Lovington. Give him the serve back. So Acosta, with just a little too strong, went long, and the point for Lovington. Lovington looking to win their first set of the season, and they could do it here. They are within 5 points. Eunice is looking to continue their winning ways. They're ranked number 1 in District 4 2A. Stoppage of play right now as a couple of the players have a question. Don't know if it's, I think, a substitute. I think we have And number 16 going out and number 17 coming in. And the serve, is it going to be an ace? As that was a Lovington's libero. That's number 33, Sabri Rodriguez. That's a name we know from softball. And Sabri with an ace and a point, a good important point for Lovington. Eunice answers this one and pushes it back over. In fact, that was Leah Hernandez who pushes it over. And I think they're going to say a net violation on Eunice this time around.
Yeah, they're going to say over the line.
It's 21-18. Yeah, the toe was over the line under the net. So that is, instead of a net violation, it's a foot violation. Another serve by Lovington, answered by Eunice. Oh, and this is going to be a tough one as Lovington answers. Third hit coming. It goes over the net. It's going to go long, though, and Eunice is going to let it go long. But that was a really valiant effort by Lovington to keep that alive. And it's tough to play those really high ones that pop up and go up into the rafters, and you have to be so careful when they come back down. Lovington with good effort. But the point to Eunice, 22-18. Eunice serving. Lovington's Carly Knapp answers, and they set up Hernandez. Eunice answering. In fact, Acosta trying for the kill. Lovington digs it. Knapp saves it. Now they set up the Castro for the return. Eunice again setting up. Oh, and nice block at the net over there on the right side. Hernandez and Hernandez were both there. And that's a great point by Lovington. And they get the serve back with Layla Hernandez back. And a nice serve. Eunice setting it up. Oh, and it sneaks over the net. Lovington saves it. And Hernandez sends it over. Eunice setting up for the kill from the right side. And it's blocked by Eunice. It's blocked by Lovington. Eunice tried to push it back over the net. And Lovington, great work and on the front line right there at the net. So another point. Layla Hernandez with an ace. As that ball came in and just a little bit low, and Chloe Jones got a hand on it, and a little miscommunication out there, I think, between the lines. So Eunice wants to take a timeout and talk about it because Lovington has come back within a point, TJ. It's 22-21 right here. An exciting first set by these girls.
Well, it has been. It's been back and forth. It seems like one team will grab the momentum and then the other team will hang on and then find a way to stop it and then grab it on the other way. So we're 4 points away from finding out who can get the momentum and keep it for the longest here at the end of this first set.
And out of the timeout, Lovington is going to be serving again. Layla Hernandez, after an ace, is going to serve. Another good serve. Jones digs it, though. Nice dig. They set up, and the ball comes over. Lovington saves that, digs it, and Castro pushes it over. Eunice saves it, and pushing it over is, I believe, number 10, number 6, Granados and Zamora. Yeah, Granados and Zamora both kind of in on that. Granados had her hand on it, but good position and good recovery by Eunice on that. Good position. Watching the teams really, you have to really watch each other. And now it's Acosta back to serve. Knapp answers, and they set up Zamora, or actually Rodriguez, and it goes long. A good punch.
Actually, a long kill for Sabri Rodriguez.
It head in right as I said that. I realized it actually just snuck in the corner. It snuck in the line. So the serve will now go to Castro. That's Malaya Castro. 23-22 your score. Lovington answers. Good rally and volley going on. Now they're setting up. Jones sends it over. Now set up by Castro. It's pushed over. Instant return by Eunice. Now sent over. Third touch coming. An attempted kill. And Rodriguez saves that. It's sent back over. A nice rally as Castro sets up Rodriguez. Now Eunice trying to return it. Oh, a nice dig and return by Lovington, playing good heads-up volleyball there, both teams. And an attempted kill. Oh, and it would have gone long. I think it would have been out. Parson hit it, and I think if they had let it go, it would have been out. But you never know, and Rodriguez was right there. She made a valiant effort. That was a long rally with some incredible digs and saves by both teams. Well, but the point ultimately goes to Eunice. It's 24-22. It is set point right here. And Eunice serving for it, an unforced error as Granados will give the point to Lovington and give them the serve back, 24-23. Lovington has a chance here to tie it up. And back to serve is Leah Hernandez. As Eunice makes some adjustments. They've only got 2 up on the front line right now, and that serve is out. So that's it, 25-23 is your score for the first set. And man, hard fought comes to an end very softly as, such a great set played by both teams. But ultimately, it is the first set in the books for Eunice, 25-20. Second set, more Lovington Eunice volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Napa know-how.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa know-how.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and welcome to Wildcat Gym as the first set's in the books. And man, Lovington fought so hard for that. 25-23, your final score in the first set. Ultimately, it is Eunice's 1-0 lead as we go into the second set. But Lovington was some really impressive play in that one. It's such a shame that, to come that close, it is still a loss of a set, and they're looking to win their first set maybe in this match and hopefully win. But now they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to fight through three more sets to do it, TJ.
Well, they are, and no reason to hang your head, but it just didn't quite go their way. They've got to cut down on the errors. Way too many errors in that one. By my quite unofficial count, 4 unforced errors. That cost them 4 points. That's the difference in the first match.
Yeah, but the good news is most of those errors came early on in that set. And by the middle of that set, after a couple of timeouts and adjustments, they cleaned that up and they cut their errors way down. They had a much better second half of that set. So as we go into the next set, Lovington will be serving, and it's Knapp back to serve. They are trailing in this one 1-0, but this is, we start a fresh game, 0-0. Lovington, good serve by Knapp. Eunice digs it. Jones to return it. Oh, and trying to get it over the net, and just clips the top of that. So it's going to be a point for Lovington as 1-0 is your score. 1-0 here. Knapp back to serve. Oh, Jones gets a hand on it. Second touch. It has to go over the net by that third contact, and it does not. So Lovington, with a couple of quick points, makes it 2-0. And Knapp back to serve. Third straight serve for her, including an ace. Oh, and I thought that it looked low off of her fist, and sure enough, it's a serve. So it goes to Eunice, and the serve will go back. And I believe that is number
Parsons.
6. Parsons, that's right. 8. Parson back to serve. Lovington answers, though. Eunice digs. They set up Acosta for the kill. It goes long, and Lovington has learned. They looked before they reached up to touch that ball. It goes long, and they get the point. We're tied up, and the serve goes back to Lovington. So
Actually, Lovington up 3-1.
yeah, 3-1 now. I think I had 2-1. So Lovington up 3-1, and the serve. It's returned. Now Lovington gets it. Leah Hernandez, good hit, but coming in for the kill again is Acosta, but Lovington digs it, and it's going to be number 12, Malaya Castro, sending it over. And the point is an illegal hit. It's an illegal hit in the back. So that point goes to Lovington, 4-1. They're up 4-1 quickly in the second set. Now it's going to be Leah Hernandez back. No, that is Yuri Aragon back to serve. Aragon with a net serve, give the point and the serve back to Eunice. 4-2 now is the score.
And Ornelas now to serve, and she had 7 service points in the first set.
Yeah. Eunice doing very well into her serve. Knapp with the first contact. That is Castro setting it up. And pushing it over is Leah Hernandez. And now just a nice little soft Acosta usually goes for the big swing and the big kill, and that was a soft return, just kind of on the fingertips, and it spun over, and Lovington could not do anything with that. So 4-3, and Eunice is serving again. Another point off an Ornelas. Knapp with first contact. It's going to fall short. Lovington, that's a really hard one. That's called a tight set, when it comes right there at the net, and you don't really have any room without getting a net violation to be able to dig it and return it. So another point for Eunice. They've tied it up. Ornelas with the serve. Lovington setting up. Knapp sends it over. A hot one, but Eunice handles that. Now that is number 3 returning, Jasmine Martinez, and she manages to get the kill as Zabri Rodriguez was there in the back court but could not dig that. So now Eunice goes ahead 5-4. And it's going to be Ornelas serving again, and that's 2 more points off of her serve, 3 more points off of her serve. So she's been a big part of Eunice's scoring. Lovington returns it. Hernandez gets it over the net. They set up Knapp, but it actually is Martinez who comes in, gets first contact. Lovington digs it. And going in for the kill is number 10, Castro, and she knew she had a chance to punch it over and just way, way over the top, and she's smiling, but it is a point for Eunice, 6-4, and they have the serve. Ornelas holding serve. Knapp has first contact. Hernandez sets up Zabri Rodriguez. She sends it over. They set up Acosta for the kill. She slaps it. Zabri Rodriguez saves it, and at the net, a nice return over. Now, Eunice still alive, and Acosta has it. Oh, Lovington manages to save that. Knapp sends it over, and now Ornelas sets it up, pushed over by Martinez, and answered by Hernandez. A nice block right at the net, a soft little fingertip roll right into the court of Eunice. A hard-fought point, and 6-5 now as Lovington gets service back. And Layla Hernandez will be back to do the honors for Lovington. Now up in this second set, 6-5. They lost the first one to Eunice. A good serve. Eunice, first contact. Ornelas sets it up for Acosta. Lovington digs it, and the return by Hernandez is good. Eunice answers. They set up Acosta for the kill, but Zabri Rodriguez handles it. Now they set up Hernandez. Layla sends it over. Eunice answers. They set up number 3, Martinez, for the kill. Layla Hernandez digs it. Castro sets it, and Rodriguez sends it over. Eunice answers, and now they've got to just kind of send it over. Rodriguez answers. Oh, and nice little push over by Castro, but Eunice answers. Oh, and the point is going to be, because there was a foot, I think,
double hit.
Yeah, double hit by number 3, Martinez. So now we're tied up at 6 as give the point to Lovington. A long, long rally there. Nice serve by Layla Hernandez. Eunice answers. Rodriguez digs, and Castro sets it up. A nice push over the net, but Eunice answers. Acosta going in for the big kill. Sabre Rodriguez digs it. And now Castro sets it up, pushed over by Hernandez. Push back. Hernandez pushes it back. And now they set up Acosta for the big kill. Knapp saves it. Castro sets it up. And Knapp, trying to get that third hit over the net, goes into the net. A long volley. Hard fought, but it ends up with a point.
A volley.
A volley. It's a long
rally and a volley.
There you go. And Jones serving. Lovington answers, pushes it over. Eunice answers. Now Jones sets up Acosta. Sabre Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets it up, pushed over by Leah Hernandez. Now they set up Acosta for the kill again. Blocked at the net. Saved, and now Castro sends it over. Nice recovery by Lovington. Oh, and an important third touch. It goes just barely over the net. Pushed over again by Lovington. Saved again. Good quality touches. Yuri Aragon hands McKenna McBee more than she can handle, and it goes off of her hands out of bounds. So a long rally ends up being a point for Lovington. They've tied it up 7-7 in this second set. Back to serve is Lovington, and they set up Zamora for the kill, and she just drops it. Zamora able to just softly sort of drop that in the front court where Lovington was not. So a quick point, and now serving is Acosta for Eunice. Layla Hernandez has first contract. Sabre Rodriguez sets it up, and Lovington sends it back over successfully. Now they set it up, send it over, and Rodriguez saves it, digs it. Now looking to kill, but blocked at the net successfully by Lovington. Nice block right there at the front. It was both and Castro with nice blocks at the net. So give the point to Lovington, and now it is tied up at 8-all. And it's going to be Rodriguez back to serve for Lovington. An exciting set again. Chloe Jones digs it, but it goes off of her hands out of bounds. So that's an ace for Sabre Rodriguez, her second of the match. And another point for Lovington. And now they take a 1-point lead, 9-8 in this second set. Rodriguez back to serve. A nice serve. Jones with a good first contact. They set it up. Number 10, that's Zamora, sends it over. Lovington answers. They set up Knapp for the kill. Knapp can't get it over the net. So an error is going to give the point to Eunice. We're tied up at 9, and Eunice will have the serve, and it's going to be Marin who serves for Eunice. Oh, and a net serve is going to give the point to Lovington, and serve back to Lovington. 10-9. Lady Wildcats have the advantage here. Lovington will be serving, and they're going to, that's going to be Myra Castro back to serve for Lovington. Lead by 1 point. Oh, and an ace for Myra Castro was off the hands of Acosta in the back row. She just turned her wrist over just a little bit, and it went right where her wrist kind of pointed. It spun away.
Second ace for Myra.
Yes, 11-9 now, and Myra with another good serve. Eunice tries to answer, and again, it's going to be another ace as off of the hands of Parson, I believe, and spins out to the side. Myra Castro, another ace. She's got a lot of spin on her serve. It comes in, it doesn't look like it's that hard, but it comes in with a sneaky spin on it. So 12-9 is your score here. Lovington leading in the second set. Eunice wants a timeout to talk about it. We'll take it with them. Back for more Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And back for Lovington Eunice Volleyball at Wildcat Gym. Off of the Lovington serve, got a nice rally going. Trying for the kill is Aragon. and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a point for Eunice, and Eunice will get the serve back. 12-10 now in this second set. Eunice is up 1-0, but we've got a barn burner going, and it'll be number 10, Zamora, back to serve for Eunice. A good serve, and in fact, it's going to be an ace. And you know what? There was some talking still going on there. Lovington, and I think they weren't really set yet, and they were not able to handle that. So 12-11 off of that ace. They do answer this one. Knapp trying to punch it. Well, she just kind of did a fingertip roll, and that Knapp violated, I think, a foot violation, and that's going to be a point for Eunice. So 12-12. We're all tied up. Give the serve. Zamora serving for Eunice. Lovington digs it and answers. Nice return over the net there by Castro. Eunice digging it, and on that third touch, Jasmine Martinez trying to get over the net, instead sends it into the net, and that's going to be a point for Lovington. Give them the serve back. 13-12 your score. We've got a really tight second set going here in Lovington as Lady Cat showing a lot of fight. Knapp serving, and it's an ace off of the hands of Jones. She needed some help and didn't get it. It spun away really close to the net, but nobody in the front was turned around and could handle that. So that's going to be another ace for Carly Knapp. She's got 2 in the match so far, and that's going to give Lovington the point. 14-12. Another good serve. Acosta with first contact, and Martinez punching it over. Oh, and it's going to hit just in the corner, and it's going to be a point for Eunice. So 14-13 now. Eunice will get the serve back. Parson will be back to serve. Lovington trailing just ahead by 1 right now with a nice return. Sabri Rodriguez sends it. Jones digs it in the corner. They set up Acosta for the kill. Knapp saves it. Castro sets it up. Castro sends it over. Malaya sends it over. Now they set up again Acosta for the kill. Rodriguez saves it. Castro sends it over. And now they set up Acosta for the kill again. Rodriguez, the libero, digs it. They set up Layla Hernandez. She sends it over in a soft hit. And now, oh, and it's going to fall just in. That Lovington thought it was going to fall. Nobody was really back there to be able to return it anyway, but it fell just in bounds.
Sixth kill for Acosta.
Yeah, Acosta has really been a Lady Cat killer in this one. So Parson to serve again for Eunice. They've tied it up 14 all. Oh, and Lovington got first touch on that, but could not get it back over. It kind of spun, took a finesse spin toward out of bounds, and nobody was in position. Aragon gave it a good try and hustled over there, but couldn't get to it. So Eunice up by 1, 15-14. Parson serving again. She's a lefty. And Castro saved it, dug it, ended up sending it back over. Acosta going in for the kill. Ends up being a soft spinner. Hernandez pushes it over. Eunice digs it. Chloe saves it. Number 14, Ornelas sends it over. Rodriguez answers. Oh, and Castro sends a soft one over. And that's going to end up going out of bounds. A slap by Morin is long. And that's going to give Lovington the point and tie things back up again. We're tied 15 all here in this second set. Eunice won the first set, 25-23. And now Lovington is continuing the momentum that they built in the first half of that first set, even though they ultimately lost it. That's Rodriguez back to serve, and it's an ace off of the hand of McBee, as that was a really nice serve. Rodriguez put some spin on that and some heat. McBee just could not handle that. So
third ace for Rodriguez.
Third ace. I've got that as 3 down 2. So it is 16-15. Rodriguez back to serve again. Ornelas handles it. Acosta with second contact. Martinez tries to push it, but it's a nice block at the net by Hernandez, Leah. And that's a second block for Hernandez, and that's going to be a point for Lovington. Give him back to serve. Sabri Rodriguez back to serve. Nice one. A nice speed and spin off of Ornelas' fist. And another ace for Sabri Rodriguez, her 4th. And another point for Lovington. They're up by 3. This is the most, I believe, that they've been up by 4 points The longest lead that they've had over Eunice has been 4 points. But they've taken some. I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're discussing here.
I had 18 to 15, and now the scores. One of the refs is going to go over to the head ref, and I think they're making a scoring adjustment. I don't know why.
There must be a penalty somewhere, maybe a rotation issue or something.
Could be. So I believe that it's going to be.
They're giving the ball to Eunice to serve. So
and
now
they've adjusted it. Now they're showing. They're showing 16 to 15.
There must have been a rotation issue somewhere that cost them a point.
And it may not have been in service necessarily, but it could have been out of if the right person was serving the ball. You still have to have the right lineup, on the court. So that's the only thing I can figure out.
There had to be somebody out of place
out of rotation,
and they went ahead and they docked him a point.
Right, they docked him 2 points while the rotation. You dock them however many points while the error of the rotation was happening. So it looks like let's see what they do.
They did dock them 2 points.
They docked him 2 points. All right.
That 18th point they're going to say never happened. So they docked them 2 points,
so 16,
and they give
15,
yeah,
and they give serve back to
and a point to Eunice.
And to Eunice. So all right. So they dock them the 2 points that they got while the error was going on the court in rotation. Then they give a point to Eunice, and they give them the serve back. So Ornelas is back to serve, and Eunice has made more points off of Ornelas serving than any other player. Lovington trying to recover from this penalty. Layla Hernandez sends it. It's not going to be able to be. There's people a little out of position for Lovington, and it was a soft spinner that came and fell right into mid-court. So give them a point, and Lovington has tied it back up. Good serve by Hernandez. Lovington answers on the service return. They set up Acosta for the kill. Sabre Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets up Castro, and a block at the net. Big block by Reeves. Gives the point to Eunice. Wow, with authority. And 17-16 is now your score in this second set. And Eunice will have serve. Now they're talking about it. They have a substitute in. 3 comes out, 10 goes in. That's Zamora back. She's going to be in the outside hitter location on that left side. Jones with the serve. Rodriguez with first contact. Knapp sets it up. Rodriguez trying to get it over the net, and it's not going to make it. So it falls, and that's going to end up being a point on serve. So Jones back to serve now as we're tied up. It's 18-16 now as I get my score bug. And we have a timeout. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. It's 18-16. Eunice leading in this second set. More Lovington Eunice volleyball on the way on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Back to Lovington Eunice volleyball from Wildcat Gym. Eunice serving. Lovington answers. Now Eunice setting it up. Costa going in for the kill. Lovington digs it though. Knapp second contact. Pushed over by Myra Castro and can't be handled as number 10, Zamora, and 7, Reeves are right there at the net for Eunice, but neither one can handle it. And give the point to Eunice. 17-18. Eunice serving, and back to serve is going to be number 12.
Be Malaya.
It's a Malaya Castro. Good serve. Jones with first contact. Ornelas sets up Acosta for the kill, but it's handled. Rodriguez sends it. Knapp gets it over. Eunice answers. And Castro sets up number 16, Yori Aragon, but Eunice handles it. Great dig by Jones. Great dig. And Acosta to the attempted kill, but Lovington handles it. Rodriguez digs it. And the slap over is is successful. And then Acosta comes in trying to just put a little sneaky soft one in, but it's right at the net. Really kind of a tight set, no room to work with, and the point ultimately is Lovington, and they've tied it up again. So a hard-fought, long rally ends up with a point for Lovington, and it is still Malaya Castro to serve. Eunice answers. Ornelas setting up for the kill. Ooh, a nice return by Lovington right at the net. Good play, but Acosta sends it over, skips the net, and it's set up with a good return, Leah Hernandez, and they're going to set up Acosta, who ends up sending it. She's a little forward on that one and really can't get the ball going in the right direction, goes out of bounds. So good fight by Lovington and some good digs and returns. Lovington has the lead now, 19-18, and the serve. Eunice answers. Acosta going for the kill. It's a soft one, and now Hernandez sneaks it over the net, and nobody can get to it in time. I think sometimes you're expecting the big swing, and instead it's a soft return, and it just sneaks right over the net. So a good point for Lovington as it's 20-18, and Lovington serving again. Eunice answering. Oh, an attempted kill. A good dig by Rodriguez, and a third contact goes over. Nice return. Ornelas sets it up for Acosta. Attempted kill. Zabri Rodriguez saves it once again, and third contact is pushed over. Eunice answers immediately. Now Knapp pushes it back over, and Zabri Rodriguez saves another one, and Hernandez sends it over. Now Ornelas sets up Acosta for the big swing. The return is handled and answered by Lovington and put over the net by Knapp, but then it is returned, blocked, and denied. So 2019 now, but another long rally and good play by both teams, adjusting to each other and making those really good good adjustments from defense to offense on both of them. Eunice with the serve. Lovington answers. Jones gets it to Acosta. Ornelas gets it over the net. Leah Hernandez. Layla answers. Knapp has third contact for Lovington, but goes long.
Nope,
and are they going to say it's in? Okay, I can't see that corner. Oh, all right. So it's 21-19. Yeah, what I thought was long just hit the line right there in the corner, and the line judge out there said it's in. And I think everybody agreed. So 21-19, Lovington is serving off of the serve by Rodriguez. Going to be another ace. That's the fifth serve that's an ace for Rodriguez. She's the libero for Lovington. And a timeout by Eunice is going to be taken as Lovington's leading this one now 22-19. And we'll take a timeout and be back with more Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
And back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. We're at Wildcat Gym. Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, 22-19. We've got our barn burner of a second set going here. Lovington is leading by 3 points and is serving. Zabri Rodriguez off of an ace is going to be serving again. Eunice wanted a timeout to try to cool the momentum of Lovington. But Zabri with a good serve right at the feet of Chloe Jones, and just nothing she could do with that. So another ace. That's the sixth ace for Rodriguez. And Lovington is 4 points ahead now, just 2 points away from winning this set. And off of the good return, got a nice volley going on, a rally by both teams. Oh, and Carly Knapp trying to return that one, just went long, out of bounds, out behind the back line, and that's going to give the point to Eunice. A nicely fought point there by both teams, but it's number 2, Morin, who is back to serve, and it's a net serve. I think that's the second time that she has done that.
It is.
So an error on serve gives the point to Lovington, 24-20. We're at set point right now, and Lovington is serving. That is Castro. Eunice answers. And the point is, Eunice digs it, manages to get that very close to their net, but they returned it. Now Parson going for the dig and the kill, but Rodriguez saves it. Knapp sends it over the net. Eunice saves it. They're setting up Parson for the kill. Oh, and a great dig by Rodriguez. Oh, and third contact comes as, it's heartbreak because Yuri Aragon knew that she had a chance, but she was pointed the wrong direction. And
that
so
was who you wanted serving to with Castro with 7 points.
It's 24-21 now. Give the point to Eunice, and it is Zamora serving. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets it up. Layla Hernandez. Oh, a nice kill. Oh, and I don't know how, but Eunice manages to keep the ball alive, but it's going to be a net. It's going to go, I believe, and it's going to be right there. It's going to hit on the top of the net, and that is Lovington's first set that they have won this season. So 25-21 the score, and now we're at 1-1. Eunice won the first set 25-23. Lovington wins the second set 25-21. We're tied and back for the third set here at Wildcat Gym with more Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Cardinal Hardware is your complete lumber yard with reasonable prices and outstanding service. When you need hardware or lumber, think of Cardinal Hardware. When you need great accommodations that feel like home, think of Oil Patch Motel in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware and Oil Patch Motel in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
And welcome back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and Lovington managed to win that second set. It was a hard-fought set, back and forth all the way, but they held out, and off of a penalty that was, the pin, that's what I was trying to say, is the ball hit not just the net, but it hit the pin or the antenna, and it ended up being a point for Lovington. They took that, got the serve back, and then made another point and ended up winning that set, which happened to be the first set that they've won this season. They are 0-3, and they're looking to try to get their first match win as well, and it's 1-1 right now, but Eunice will have serve to start this third set. We're tied at one set apiece, and it'll be Eunice with the serve. Back to serve is Parson. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets it. Layla Hernandez sends it over. It's saved by Eunice. They set up a Costa, and they're going to have a
double hit on
Eunice.
Eunice.
Double hit on Eunice. So the point goes for Lovington. Sorry, I was waiting to see. Lovington will get the ball. the point and the ball to serve. Knapp will be back to serve for Lovington. She's had 2 aces so far, 2 serving aces. A good serve. Eunice sets up Acosta for the kill. It's Doug. Layla Hernandez sets up Castro, and it goes to the net. She doesn't have enough room to punch it over. There was a little miscommunication. I thought the girls probably thought Layla Hernandez was going to go up for the hit and not just the set. So give the point to Eunice. It's 1-1, and Ornelas with the serve. And Eunice has made more points off of Ornelas' serve than almost anybody else.
She's got 11. Next closest 6.
And it is dug by Rodriguez, set up by Castro, sent over by Malaya Castro. Eunice saves it. Ornelas sends it over. Knapp, first contact. Castro sets up Layla Hernandez. Oh, and it's a long hit. Too many Wheaties. It was she was in great position for that. She just hit it long, and the point goes to Eunice. Eunice is up 2-1. 1 set apiece. We're in the 3rd set. Ornelas is serving. It's a soft one. Lovington manages to dig it. Eunice sends it back over. Single hit for Lovington. Now they set up, and it's going to be long as Acosta went for the kill. She's got a lot of kills in this match so far, but that one was a mishit and went long, and it's a point for Lovington. So we're tied up 2 apiece. Lovington with the serve. It's going to be Yuri Aragon back to serve, and a good serve. Eunice answers. Ornelas sets up Acosta. Oh, and Acosta looked over. There was somebody out of position as Acosta did. She was looking for somebody in the outside hitter location. She was going to set the ball, and instead realized too late she had to try to send it over the net. So miscommunication, point to Lovington. And a good serve by Yuri Aragon. That's an ace, her first ace. And a point for Lovington. And now it's 4-2. Again, Eunice, I think, still sort of a little off balance by that lack of communication, losing the point the last one, and that's going to go long. So out of an ace, the next serve, though, goes long, and it's a point, an error on serve for Aragon. Give the point to Eunice, and they will get the serve back, and Chloe Jones will be back to serve for Eunice. Chloe, their libero, a good serve. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets up Layla Hernandez. She sends it over. A little fingertip roll, and that ends up being a point as it falls in there in between Acosta and Zamora. And a point for Lovington. They're up 5-3 now. And Layla Hernandez back to serve for Lovington. She's got an ace. Make it 2, maybe. Nope, Jones digs it. A nice dig in return. Acosta goes for the kill, and too hard, too long. And that's 2 straight mishits by the big lady Wildcat killer. Acosta got more kills than anybody in the game, but a mishit gives a point to Lovington. Layla Hernandez keeps serve, but it's going to be a net serve. I knew it off of the fist. I just knew that was going low. So 6-4 now. Eunice with the ball back to serve. It will be Acosta. 6-4, Lovington leading in this 3rd set. Oh, Rodriguez digs it and returns it. Eunice sets up Parson for the kill. Zebra Rodriguez saves it. Castro digs it. 17, Hernandez sends it back over. Now a nice block at the net by Leah Hernandez. And wow, that's her 3rd block. And Parson thought she was going to get a point off of that. Oh, 6th block. Sorry about that. 6th block for Leah Hernandez. And the serve by Malaya Castro is answered by Eunice. And long as number 10, Zamora, returning that and punches it way to the back court. So it is now 8-4. Lovington leads, and Lovington will have service. Myra Castro back to serve. Good serve. Jones digs it. They set up Parson for the kill, and it's going to go long again. And she knew it the instant it went off of her fist that it was going to be long. Lovington.
Eunice just all kinds of out of sorts here lately, and it looks like Coach Skinner agreeing and taking the timeout.
Definitely. She wants to try to settle her team down and say, wait a minute, come on, you've got some. They've sort of been confused over the last 4 or 5 points now, and you just feel like, they've lost their way in this. Lovington was poised to pounce, and they've taken advantage of this. They're playing very sharp heads-up volleyball right now and making points off of that. That's why the score is 9-4 right now in this third set. Lovington is leading, and Eunice has won a set, Lovington has won a set, and this is going to be a crucial one. I think the momentum is in this set is very important. Whoever wins this set, definitely, this is kind of the rubber set, and it's going to be the swing set to see which way the momentum really swings for the rest of this match. And Lovington has the momentum right now. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Malaya Castro back to serve. She's got an ace. It's 9-4, Lovington leading. A good serve as Acosta gets first contact. They set up Parson for the kill. Lovington saves it, sending it back over, but it's going to be a net by a double hit by Lovington as Leah Hernandez got a hand on it, but double hit gives Eunice the point and the serve. 9-5 now, and it's going to be Yolanda Granados back to serve. And Granados with a good serve. Leila Hernandez digs it. Castro sets up Knapp. Oh, and a nice kill from the left side. From the outside hitting rotation, left side. That's Knapp. And give her a kill and give Lovington the point, 10-5, and give Lovington the serve back. And it's going to be Zabri Rodriguez. She's got 6 aces. And a good serve. Chloe Jones digs it. They set up. Parson sends it over, a soft one. Knapp first contact. Castro sets up Aragon. She sends it over. Eunice answering. They set up number 10 Zamora for the kill. Leila Hernandez digs it. They set up Knapp, and she hits it long, out of bounds for the point to Eunice. 10-6 now. Lovington still up by 4, but Eunice will have the serve, and it'll be Zamora back to serve for Eunice. A set apiece in this one. We're in the third. 10-6 is your score. Lovington leading. Eunice serving, and a good serve. Oh, wow, that just died. That went right for the middle row, right at the feet, right in that area where you just can't get up to it. Zabri Rodriguez gave it a really good try.
Second ace for Zamora.
But Zamora back to serve again. This time it's going to be a net serve and the point to Lovington. So off of an ace, and then you have an error on serve. So you have 11-7 now. And Lovington serving. That's a good serve, but Chloe Jones digs it. And Eunice returns now. Castro sets it up. Leila Hernandez sends it over. And they're going to set up Parson for the kill, and it goes long. Oh, did Castro touch it? Was it off her fist?
Nope.
Nope, they're going to give it to Lovington. I thought Castro had her hand up, and it's a good thing she did not have contact, because now Lovington has a 5-point lead. 12-7, they have serve back. And that is Castro serving. Eunice answers. Oh, and it's a point for Eunice as Parson with a big kill comes over, boom, and just hits it just inside the back line for a point and to get the serve back. And it will be Parson back to serve. 12-8, Lovington still leading by 4, but here comes Eunice. Oh, and off of the point, Parson makes an error on serve. That's her second error on serve. So give the point to Lovington, and they get the serve back. It'll be Knapp back to serve. So Lovington has made the rotation one more time. Knapp back. A running serve. It's answered. Eunice looking to get it over the net. No, I think that was Reeves who sent it over. Eunice, Lovington answers. In fact, Leila Hernandez sends it over, almost killed, and ends up being killed really off of her hit. Eunice got one contact off of that, but it was spinning so much it was not quality contact, so give the point to Lovington. So ultimately really was Leila Hernandez who managed that and gets the kill, gets the point. Knapp back to serve again, 14-8, Lovington leading. Oh, and a good serve. Miscommunication there in the back row as Chloe Jones, and then on the outside, I can't see.
I believe that's Morin.
Okay, Morin is kind of miscommunication there, so give the point and the ace to Knapp. Good serve, Eunice handling it. Acosta going for the kill. Rodriguez saves it. Castro setting up. And that's Castro Malaya to send it over. Eunice saves it. Good dig there. And now Acosta trying to kill it, ends up going into the net. So the point is to Lovington, 16-8. They have really stretched it out in this third set. After winning the second set, they have kept the momentum. And now it's 16-8, and Nat back to serve. A running serve and a good one. Chloe Jones, first contact. They set up Acosta for the kill. She sends a soft one over there. Rodriguez digs it, and they set up. Oh, and just a little too strong as a good setup by Myra Castro. And then Layla Hernandez with a hard hit goes out of bounds. So 16-9 your score. Eunice with the point, and we'll get the serve back. Exciting play here as Lovington really brought their game. They are much improved over the last time that we have seen them, and a much better performance on the court than we were expecting given their record, their 0-3 record. So they're looking to turn that around right here. And off the serve, it's going to be punched over by Yuri Aragon. Now attempted kill is answered by Lovington. Acosta with that, and now, Eunice saves it, pushes it over. Third contact by Rodriguez, has to go over. It does. Now they're gonna set up Martinez for the kill, but Lovington answers. They save it. Oh, and a little pushover, fingertip roll by Yuri Aragon has them off balance, and it goes over the net and is a point for Lovington. 17-9 now, an 8-point lead, back to 8 points ahead.
And Eunice still just all kind of out of sorts. They're moving around like they're not quite sure what's going on.
Aragon with a serve, and off of the hands of McKenna McBee, it goes out of bounds to the back court. Out of bounds in the back. So another point for Lovington, 18-9, a 9-point lead in this third set. We're tied at one set apiece, and a nice serve by Aragon. It's dug out and handled, though. Acosta sends it back. Oh, and going all the way to the back court. Really, it probably should have been Knapp. She had the better position on that ball to be able to get a handle on it, to get a hand on it, and to keep it alive. But good play by Yuri Aragon with good hustle, good try on that. She comes out, and a player comes in for her. I didn't see that number. Eunice with the point, 18-10, and the serve. Lovington answering. That's Hernandez, sends it over, and it goes off of the hands of McBee, out of bounds off of that second contact. So 18-11 is your score now, and Lovington 19-10 actually is the score. And they're going to be a timeout. I think Eunice is calling for a timeout, so we'll take it with them. And Lovington 19-10 over Eunice in this third set. More Lovington Eunice volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. At Wildcat Gym, I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Lovington leading this third set, 19-10, and and it's going to be out of bounds. Layla Hernandez serving and giving the point over, so that is an error on serve, and Acosta up to serve for Eunice. Layla Hernandez, first contact. Myra sets up Malaya Castro. No, it is returned, though, and Eunice, attempted kill by Parson, is dug by Rodriguez, and now 12. Castro sends it over. Eunice digging that, saving it. Parson sends it over. Second contact by Knapp. And Lovington managed to send over Yuri Aragon. Oh, and a little push over right at the net. Leah Hernandez has done that 2 or 3 times in this match, and successfully. She managed to do it without a net violation, which is awesome. And it's all about your body position, being very aware of where you are.
And that's her third kill.
Yeah, 20-11. Lovington with a net serve. It goes back over, but Ornelas off of her fist. It spins out of bounds. So that is going to be another ace. Castro back to serve. Acosta digs it. Jones Second contact. It spins over. Lovington saving it. Knapp looking for the kill, and it is a kill. Whoa! Well, Eunice absolutely able to save that, and Ornelas sends it over. Nice dig, nice save by Eunice. Knapp looking for the kill again, and this time it goes long. It's a point for Eunice. And it's going to be a point for Eunice, and they get the serve back. But it is 21-12 now. And the serve is good, answered by Lovington. Knapp gets it over. It hits the top of the net, but that is still legal. It goes over the net, and Eunice not able to handle it. It spins down right between the front and back court.
Reeves getting a hand on it, but just not enough as Knapp put quite a bit on it. And
yeah,
so
it's a nice spin. So she has another kill, and 22-12 with Rodriguez serving for Lovington. Eunice answers. Lovington answers back. Parson going for the big kill, but it's blocked at the net.
Castro.
Blocked at the net, yeah, by Castro and number 16, not 18. That's Yuri Aragon and Myra Castro. And that is another point for Lovington off of the serve. 24-12, actually. As a point on the serve, an ace for Zabri Rodriguez, her, I believe, 7th. And back to serve for the set. Eunice answers. They get it over, and they make a point. That's Zamora, who managed to punch that down into the middle court. A lot of spin on that, and Lovington just could not answer. So set point for Lovington ends up being a point for Eunice, and they get the serve back. An answer by Lovington off the serve, and now they set up. Martinez sends it back over the net, and Castro punches it and ends up with a kill, and that's the second set win for Lovington. As off of the punch of Castro, too much English and spin for Eunice to be able to handle that, and that is 25-14 as Lovington is now up 2-1, and we'll be back for the 4th set here at Wildcat Gym. It's Lovington Eunice Volleyball and Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals!
Welcome back to Lovington Eunice Volleyball at Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. And Lovington just won their second set of their season, and in this match as well, up 2-1 over Eunice. Eunice won the first 25-23. Lovington won the second one 25-21, and they just defeated Eunice 25-14 in the third set. So Lovington comes into this set looking to try to win it and put Eunice away 3-1. Eunice wants to rally back and fight back and try to even things up. Winning this set would mean 2-2 and force a fifth and final deciding set. And we are back in action. Thank you very much to our sponsors. Thanks for watching and listening. And we're just about to get this fourth set underway here at Wildcat Gym. Lovington playing very good volleyball today. Eunice, of course, they're a tough opponent. They have shot themselves in the foot a couple of 3 times here and getting a little discombobulated, but Lovington has sort of shaken them up and taken advantage of that. Serving is Knapp for Lovington. It's a good serve off the hand of Parsons, and they set up number 4 McBee. An attempted kill is blocked at the net. Again, that's number 16 and number 1. So Yuri Aragon and Layla Hernandez at the net, denying Eunice, putting the first point on the board in this fourth set. Knapp back to serve, and it's a good serve. It's really too hot to handle. It comes into Chloe Jones, the libero for Eunice.
Fourth ace for Knapp.
Yeah, fourth ace for Knapp, and usually Jones is really good to dig those things out. This time she could not handle that. Knapp with another one, and Jones this time digs it, and Eunice keeps it alive, gets it over the net. Layla Hernandez setting up Castro for the kill, but it is blocked at the net by number 3 Martinez, and the point goes to Eunice. So 2-1 is your score. Eunice will have the ball to serve. Parson back to serve, and it is answered. Oh, trying for the save and sending it over is Castro. Now Eunice answering. Acosta going in for the kill. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets it up. Malaya Castro sends it over. Eunice answers. They set up Acosta for the kill again, and this time Zebra again. First contact at the net. 16 Aragon sets it up, sends it over. Eunice answers. Lovington, there is a whistle that sounds, and the point goes to Lovington, and I think they're going to say a net violation. No, double hit? I think it's a net violation right there. So the point goes to Lovington. A long rally on that. It's Castro. It's 16 Yuri Aragon back to serve. And off of the hands of number 2, Morin, that's going to be an ace
and her
for
second
Aragon.
Third ace.
Yeah, her third ace. She's got a couple of blocks to go to show for the match as well. Aragon back to serve again. A good serve. Eunice answers. They set up this time. It's Martinez who sends it over. And Aragon with the answer. Layla Hernandez with a little fingertip roll over in the outside hitter location. Instead of a big swing and a boom, she simply let it roll off the fingertips, and it spun down in front of the front court. And that's 5-1. Yuri Aragon back to serve again. Oh, and this time she serves it down. And that's going to be an error after a couple of aces. After an ace, rather. So Lovington gives the point to Eunice, and the serve. It is 5-2. Lovington leading in this fourth set. They lead 2-1. Ornelas serving. Rodriguez answers. Castro setting up Hernandez. She gets it over. Eunice answers. Zebra Rodriguez first contract. Castro setting up Castro. Oh, and saved. A good dig by Acosta. Ornelas sends it back over the net. Now Layla setting up Acosta. She saves it. Eunice sets up Parson in the outside hitter location for that attempted kill, but Lovington answers. That was actually Granados. And Martinez now sends it over for Eunice. Still alive. Layla Hernandez trying to put, and does it hit in or out?
We're going to say in.
They say in. Eunice doesn't like it. They say it hit.
It was close.
Either hit the line or just inside the line. Eunice faithful not liking it. They do give the point to Lovington.
It was close.
6-2. And Layla Hernandez back to serve. It's a good serve. Jones digs it. Ornelas sets up number 6, Granados. She sends it over. Lovington, nice dig, stays alive. A little push over the net by Hernandez. Eunice still handles it. Acosta sends it over. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets up Castro. Jones digs it. Now Ornelas sets up Martinez. She sends it over. Leila Hernandez sets up a push, and then a push over by Hernandez. Eunice answers. Oh, and some miscommunication there as Castro hit it, and it was a miscommunication really between Hernandez and Castro, the other Castro, Malaya, and the point goes to Eunice. 6-3, Jones to serve. Rodriguez digs it. Castro sets it up. Knopp coming in for the kill. Knapp is able to make the kill. So another kill for Carly Knapp. She's got 5 that I've written down for her. So we'll give the
That's
point.
what I've got.
Give the point to Lovington. They're up 7-3 in this 4th set. They lead this one 2-1. A good return by Eunice as Zamora pushes it over. Lovington answers, trying for the block at the net. Lovington saves it. Back over, Jones has got it. Ornelas sets up Acosta for the kill off the hands of Hernandez. Lovington saves it. Knapp comes along. Eunice answers. Ornelas sets up Granados for the kill, and a block of the net violation by Eunice. So give the point to Lovington. They're up 8-3 in this 4th set. If Lovington hangs on to win, they win the match. Eunice wants to fight back, though, and they answered this. Lovington digging, keeping it alive. Knapp with the attempted kill. Acosta keeps it alive. Ornelas sets it up. Granados in for the kill. Lovington answers. They set up Knapp sends it long this time. So that's a point for Eunice, and a long volley ends up being, I think it should be 8-5. They got it 8-4, but I guess it is 4. All right. So 8-4 as Eunice serving, and Acosta, she's really good up front. She's one of the best outside hitters. She's got several kills in the game, but they have not made many points off of her serve.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah. And she's had some errors on serve, but Lovington wins the point on this one off of that serve. A nice little rally back and forth. Nope. That
Eunice
point
got
actually
it, yep.
Eunice got the point. So it went. So 9-5. Eunice serving. Lovington, Leila Hernandez answering. She goes in to kill it. It's answered. Eunice gets it back over the net. Lovington still alive. They set up Knapp. Oh, and Knapp spins it in. Chloe Jones with another good dig, and then Eunice sends it over. Still alive. 3rd contact here. Oh, Rodriguez, the libero, with a big boom from the back court. Hits it, and that one, there's no question, that one was in, as that was really not returnable. So really a big point, a nice one. 10-5 now as Lovington leading Eunice in this set. Nice serve. Chloe Jones digs it, and McBee returns it, and it's going to be out of bounds as too strong. As McBee.
And 10th point off serve for Castro.
So 11-5 is your score. Lovington leading, and Castro still serving. Eunice answering. Oh, an attempted stuff by Zamora backfires, goes into the net. So the point to Lovington, 12-5 now in this 4th set. They lead 2-1, holding service. It's Castro. Jones digs it, and they set up Parson on the outside hitter location. Attempted kill, but it is saved by Lovington, but then sent over and blocked by 8 and 10. Parson and Zamora at the net. So give Eunice the point there. Good block. And that breaks, finally, it breaks Castro's serve. Eunice serving. Rodriguez digs it. And number 16, Aragon with a good save for Eunice. Sends it back over. Parson up, and the point goes to, I believe there was a
foot fault.
Point. The toe was over the line underneath the net. So it's a foot violation at the net by Eunice. So 13-6 is your score. So off of that penalty, Lovington will have the serve, and that's going to be a net serve by Knapp. That's unusual. She's got a couple of aces, but now she's got an error on serve. Give the point and the serve to Eunice. 13-7 as Parson is back. Knapp first contact. Shaver Rodriguez sets it up. Layla Hernandez trying to punch it over, not in position to be able to do that, and it goes into the net instead. So 13-8. Lovington needs to, if they want to win this set, they need to turn things around right here, as they've lost a couple of straight points. And Eunice with a serve, it goes over the net and is returned. Now Acosta punches it over. Layla Hernandez sets up a nice kill by Yuri Aragon. No, the kill, yeah.
Yep.
Aragon off of Castro set it up, and then Aragon had the kill. So give the point to Lovington and the serve. 14-8 your score in this one. Lovington leading. Aragon to serve. It's answered. Acosta in for the kill, but it's handled. And now Leia Hernandez saves it. Eunice sends it over. Acosta. Knapp sets it up. Hernandez ends up punching it over. Now they set up Acosta for the kill. Knapp answers. Castro sets it up. And Eunice handles it. Ends up sending it back over. Castro sets up Castro. But a point, we're going to say double hit by Lovington, so that point goes to Eunice. As Castro, Myra was setting up Malaya Castro for that. Didn't work out the way Lovington wanted. So 14-9 your score, and now Ornelas serving for Eunice. Castro with the first contact. Myra now setting up Hernandez. She sends it over. Now a big hit by Acosta, answered by Lovington, sent back over. Ornelas setting up Castro again for the hit. It goes into the net and spins away, and is a point for Lovington.
Nice block by Leia Hernandez again.
So, and she's the
bunch.
biggest blocker. I've got her down for eight blocks.
I believe that's right.
And it'll be Layla Hernandez back for the serve and an ace, as really that should have been Jones. I think that Granados was afraid that Jones wasn't going to be up forward enough to be able to get to that. So she came in trying to answer that and dig that for her, and just didn't work. So a nice point on serve for Lovington, and they're up 16-9. They lead by 7, and there's a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Out of the timeout, we are back to Wildcat Gym with Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. 16-9 in the fourth set. Lovington is leading, and Layla Hernandez to serve for Lovington. And third contact coming by Granados makes it over. Rodriguez, first contact. It is set up by Castro and punched over by Malaya Castro. Castro to Castro. One sets it, the other kills it. And that's great teamwork right there.
Second kill for Malaya in the match.
Yeah, she's got a couple of service aces to go with that. 17-9 your score. Layla Hernandez to serve. Jones digs it. Ornelas sets it up. And Acosta sends it over. Lovington answers. Layla Hernandez sends it over the net. Second contact by Jones. Ornelas pushes it over. Layla Hernandez sends it to Castro. She sets up, tries to set up Malaya Castro. This time it doesn't work because Martinez is at the net to block it.
It's her third block.
Yep, and that means the point for Eunice, 17-10. Lovington leading this one, but Eunice wants to claw their way back into this set. Jones is, and the point goes to Eunice. Lovington did not look ready. The girls were still huddled, kind of talking to each other. They weren't in position, but Jones with the ace, and back to serve again. Castro setting up Hernandez. She sends it over. Eunice digs it, saves it, gives it to Acosta for the kill. It's blocked by Hernandez at the net. That's, I think, her eighth block.
I believe 8th or 9th,
Eighth block. Wow, and a nice point for Lovington, and they get the serve back. So it is now 18-11. And it is 12, Malaya Castro to serve. Jones digs it. Ornelas setting up. It's returned by Zamora. Layla Hernandez answers. Rodriguez now sets it up. Castro sends it over. Ornelas setting up. A little push over by Eunice. And now they set up Leia Hernandez sends it over. Big hit coming, but Doug, it's hard. It's so sad to see a good dig wasted, and it was a good dig, but coming off of that dig, sometimes the digs, it spins up, and that was the case as Lovington could not manage to convert that into a point. 18-12, they still lead by 6, but back to serve for Eunice is Acosta. Layla Hernandez digs it. Castro sets it up. Layla Hernandez with the kill, and yes, it spins right at the feet of Acosta, right between the front and back courts. Give the point to Lovington. 19-12 now, a 7-point lead, and it's the libero, Zabri Rodriguez, back to serve for Lovington. And that's going to go long, way long. So a point for Eunice and give them back to serve. And that's always tough to see off of really good play. And Zabri Rodriguez has like 8 aces in this, and then an error on serve out of nowhere. The serve by Eunice is dug by Lovington and sent over by Aragon. Eunice answering. They set up Parson for the kill. Rodriguez digs it and trying to push it over, and she does at the net is Yuri Aragon, but it is answered and blocked by number 10 Zamora for Eunice. So they get the point. Eunice is trying to make a little comeback here, and Eunice with Lovington with the timeout wants to talk about it. They've got the lead by 5 points, 19-14 in this fourth set. They're up 2-1 over Eunice. And we'll just keep it right here this time and say a big thank you to all of our sponsors for Eunice and Lovington Volleyball, as Eunice here at Wildcat Gym, as Lovington is looking for their first match win of the season here, and they are up 2-1 and leading in this fourth set, 19-14, TJ. But Eunice is trying to mount, wants to say something about that.
Well, they do, and they've had their problems and miscommunication. I've noticed that, especially in the second and third set, Eunice, the girls, just not talking out there.
So it is number 6, Granados to serve, and it's answered by Lovington, but they can't manage to get over by that third hit. In fact, it's Layla Hernandez who pushes it into the net. And that's going to be a point as 19-15. Eunice still serving. Lovington has to answer fast here. Pushing it over with the third hit. Nope, that is Aragon. And pushes it into the net. Another point for Eunice. They've shaved this lead down to 3. It is still Lovington, 19-16, but the momentum you can just feel this has shifted over to Eunice. And Eunice with a serve. Granados back, and it's an ace. As it was just a tough one. It came in spinning and just died right there in front of that back court. And Malaya Castro tried to return it, couldn't. So it is now an unforced error. Give the point and the serve back to Lovington. So 20-17 is your score here. 2017, Lovington to serve. Castro back to serve. Oh, and into the net. Oh, so tough to see. And now just a 2-point lead in this fourth set, 20-18. Give the point to Eunice, and it's Zamora back to serve. Rodriguez first touch. Castro sets up Yuri Aragon, and it's going to be long. And Eunice has the point now. Just 1 point difference in this one. 20-19 your score in this fourth set. Now we'll take the timeout with them. Lovington Eunice Volleyball. More of it on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com on the way.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back to Lovington Eunice volleyball, and off of the serve, we've got a rally going, and in for the kill is Parson, and she does, as that is just too strong right there at the feet of Rodriguez, who can't do anything about that. Parson with the kill, and Eunice now has tied it up 20 apiece in this fourth set. Lovington leads 2-1. It's Zamora back to serve for Eunice. Good serve, Rodriguez first contact. Myra Castro sets up Layla Hernandez. She gets it over the net, but Acosta digs it. Now Parson with the kill, attempted kill, as Eunice does answer that. Knapp ends up answering it over the net. And now they set up McBee, but Zebra Rodriguez digs it, and Layla Hernandez sends it over. And now they're going to set up Parson for the kill. It's going to go, just in bounds, and it's going to be a point for Eunice. 21-20 now. Just by about 6 inches right there in the back right corner. So 21-20, Eunice with the 1-point lead, and Zamora to serve. Knapp gets it. Myra sets up Knapp. She pushes it over. I don't know how Eunice was able to dig that, but then could not get it back over the net. Nobody in position in the right front to be able to get that, and it was spinning crazily anyway. So now we're tied again, 21 all, and Knapp back to serve for Lovington in this fourth set. Good serve. Eunice answers. They set up Parson for the kill from the right side, but Rodriguez answers. Castro sets up Layla Hernandez, and Chloe Jones gets the dig. Now Parson with the kill, but Rodriguez answers. Now Castro sets up Malaya. Malaya answers, and Eunice keeps it alive. Incredibly great dig, and then a return by Chloe Jones. Lovington with the ball, and a kill by Layla Hernandez, and the right outside hitter location. Nothing Eunice could do, but man, they had a couple of incredible digs and comebacks.
I don't know how they got that
one.
It looked like it was dead on the floor.
But Lovington with the point, up 22-21, Knapp to serve. Jones answers. They set up Parson for the right side. Lovington answers. They push it over. Jones first contact. They set up Parson for the kill. And it is a point, as too much. Parson ends up painting that spot just inside the back line, and Zabri Rodriguez tried to get it but could not. So we're tied up 22 all in this exciting fourth set here. Parson to serve for Eunice. Rodriguez first contact. Castro sets up Malaya Castro. She sends it over. Eunice. They set up Acosta for the kill, but Rodriguez answers, and now Aragon sends it over. Eunice digs. Martinez in for the kill. Rodriguez saves it for Lovington. Castro sends it over. They set up Acosta. She returns. Rodriguez with first contact. Castro sets up Castro for the kill and goes out of bounds. So that is a point for Eunice. They're back up 23-22. Seesaw back and forth in this exciting fourth set here at Wildcat Gym. Eunice serving. They're up by 1. And it is Parson to serve. Lovington answers. Layla Hernandez sends it over. Acosta first contact. Now they set up Acosta for the kill. She sends it over. Castro saves it. Myra sets up. Malaya with the kill, as she just pumps her fist into the backcourt right at the feet of Chloe Jones. So we're tied up again, 23 apiece here. Such an exciting set going on here in Lovington. It's Aragon back to serve. Eunice answers. They set up Acosta for the kill. Lovington digs it, but it's a double hit. Yep, double hit by Eunice. And now it's set point for Eunice, 24-23. Oh no, Ornelas back to serve. That's good news for Eunice. Bad news for Lovington, as Eunice has made more points off of her serve than any other player. Ornelas Uh-oh, and they're going to whistle sounds as they're going to say they had what? Oh, the coach had called
no timeout, I think.
Timeout, I guess. I think she saw that they were lined up maybe not correctly in the front. And a serve is answered by Lovington. Castro sends it over. Oh, and a mistake, mishit, but Lovington, they're able to keep it alive. Eunice sends it into the net. Some miscommunication and a mishit in the backcourt. Ends up tying it up again, 24 all, and Lovington now serving for the set. Layla Hernandez.
You have to win by 2.
You have to win by 2 because it's 24 all. So it's not set point again yet. But yes, if it's tied at 24, you have to win by 2. Good serve by Layla Hernandez. A good return by Eunice, still alive. Knapp sends it over for Lovington. Now they set up. We should be Acosta, but it ends up going a little wonky, so Martinez sends it back over. Now Lovington gets it over off the hand of Chloe Jones. To be fair, nobody, if she hadn't gotten a hand on it, it was headed for the backcourt and was going to be a point anyway. So that was just a good hit by Lovington, and it's 25-24 and a timeout by Eunice. So Lovington with the 1-point advantage, but you have to win by 2 if it gets to 24 all. So now 25-24. Eunice wants to get this point to tie it up, to force more play. Lovington wants to get this point to end not just the set, but it's match point for Lovington.
And Layla Hernandez serving for the win with 8 service points. She also has 2 aces.
She has a couple of kills as well and a block. So good match for her and many of the Lovington girls. Back to serve. A good serve. Eunice answers so far. And it's Parson with a kill. Oh, and Eunice manages to tie it up again off of the hot hand of Parson over the outside hitter location. She kind of hit a softer one, but it's kind of like in baseball or softball. You hit them where they ain't. So we're tied, and Jones back to serve for Eunice. Lovington answers. Castro sets up. Oh, and a nice dig by Eunice. Keeps it alive off what I thought was going to be a point. And the return, Castro again setting up for the return by Aragon. And Hernandez keeps it alive. Acosta goes in for the kill. Zabri Rodriguez digs it. Hernandez sets it. And Knapp sends it over. Jones digs it. They set up Acosta for the kill. But Hernandez, first contact. Castro sets up Hernandez. She sends it over. They set up Acosta for the kill. Again, it's sent right back over, though, by Hernandez. And Acosta going in for the kill again. Blocked at the net, and eventually and a net violation in that return. And the point is Lovington. Really good play at the net. Hernandez has been so strong. That's her 9th block of the game, maybe 10th. I think I forgot to write one of those down. Where 26-25, Lovington scoring, serving for the match again. Eunice, it's out of bounds off of the hands of Acosta. So the return not able to be handled by Eunice, and Lovington has done it. 27-25. Your Lovington Lady Cats have beaten Eunice 3-1 here. 27-25 in the 4th and deciding set. And Lovington has the volleyball victory, their first of this season. They are now 1-3. We'll be back to wrap this one up as Eunice falls to 6-2. And we will return with Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Welcome back to Wildcat Gym, Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and Lovington wins 3-1 over Eunice. Lovington improving to 1-3 on the season now. And Eunice drops to 6-2. I'm sure they're probably still going to be ranked number 1 in District 4 2A, as they're a 2A team. Lovington a 4A team, of course, but Lovington on the hunt for their first just their first set to win this season. They ended up getting that in the second set of this one, and then ended up ultimately being victorious. They dropped the first set to Eunice 25-23. Lovington then winning the next three 25-21, 25-14, and then 27-25 in an exciting, hard-fought match the whole way. It was really back and forth and close. Eunice showing why they are ranked number 1 in 4-2A. Lovington improving so very much in their play and making some adjustments early on about midway through that first set against Eunice. And then after that, it was just anybody's match, TJ.
Well, it certainly was. And back and forth momentum seemed to just favor the Lovington Lady Cats tonight. Eunice has got to work on their communication. After Lovington made that adjustment, I noticed that the communication kind of went away, and too many errors with girls being out of position or somebody hitting it and then like, well, I thought you were going to be here, and no, I thought you were going to be here. Still some things there I know that Coach Skinner is going to see and work on, but, you're playing a 4A school, and you're just going to have some problems occasionally. It doesn't matter if you're playing a 4A school, a 5A school, a 1A school.
Right.
Early in the season, this is when you get all the little kinks and the bugs worked out in the communication, and I think Eunice will do that. But congratulations to Lovington.
Yeah.
As they came on and they made the adjustments.
They did.
And they played with a lot of fire, even when things looked like they were not going to go their way.
Right.
Frankly, that we've seen some teams,
Sure.
some Lovington teams, and I'll be honest, that penalty that they got in the second match, they would have absolutely folded up.
Yeah, that
and
could
they
have.
didn't, and they fought back and won that second set.
They did. That could have just killed the momentum, but they didn't let that happen. And they came into this one fired up from the very beginning. I noticed it. They felt like a team that had a lot of energy and confidence coming into this, feeling like this could be their chance to start turning things around for themselves this season. And now we'll see if that continues. The next thing up, and I think we're probably not going to go through all of that. I know I trust your stats more than I trust mine. I was spotty at best with some of this, but I do know that Vivian Ornelas was she had more points off of her serve for
12
Eunice
points off serve
than anybody else in this match. Acosta had the most kills for Eunice against Lovington. And there were.
Actually, I had Parson with.
Oh, did you, Parson?
And
Okay.
They both had a lot. I had Parson with 7 and Acosta with 6, so that's still plenty.
Okay, I had it kind of backwards on that one. I know Parson was right there, so very, very close. Both of them. Parson playing a good game on the outside hitter location as well when she was in that position on rotation. So both she and Acosta very effective against Lovington tonight. Carly Knapp had a good match. She had a couple of aces, several kills. Layla Hernandez, of course, had a good game with aces, kills, a block, and that final point that she scored off of the serve for Lovington gave them that win officially. Leah Hernandez was awesome at the net tonight for
9
Lovington.
blocks,
yeah, had her down for 9 for sure, and maybe a question mark on a 10th, or maybe she shared a block on that one. Zabri Rodriguez was amazing, and in both as libero, and she just had real solid first contact off of the serve, off of most serves that came over the net. She handled that with first contact and had very good first contact, good enough to really allow the ball to stay alive, and then someone else, usually Myra Castro, to come over, set the ball, and then third contact over the net for Lovington. So Leah Hernandez, though, with all of those blocks. Zabri Rodriguez I've got her down with 7 aces.
That's what I've got.
Serving. And really, I mean, when you're that solid as a libero, and then you've got a serve game to go along with that, that's a lot of bullets in your arsenal right there. That's really good. Malaya Castro and Myra Castro both had awesome games. Myra is the setting specialist for Lovington, and she's just a junior. And Malaya Castro played last year as an 8th grader and was one of the bright spots of Lovington volleyball.
And Malaya and Myra, actually, both of them with 11 points off their serve.
Yeah. And they both had, they had aces. They had, Malaya Castro had a couple of kills and really good contact. So really a great match to watch. It was exciting. It was fun. I think both teams had fun on the court. Lovington notching their first win. The girls, a lot of them are still out there.
Yeah, and a big win, too. You mentioned they were ranked number 1 in 2-4A. They're not just ranked number 1 in 2-4A. They're ranked number 1 in 2A.
Period in the state.
And they're ranked number 5 overall, regardless of classification.
That's a big win
that's a
for
big
Lovington.
Win for Lovington.
Now, they were without Eunice was without Kira Parker and Yolanda just Kira Parker tonight on that one. Lovington was playing without Carly Greben, Lauren Lovato, Yuri, and Hanya Martinez, who were out. So, yeah, they were without some of their girls on the lineup. But they end up notching the 3-1 win tonight, and they take a 1-3 record and a lot of good momentum into their next match. It's going to be at Carlsbad on the 13th. And then they're not home again until the 20th against Roswell. So we'll be right back here on the 20th with that match. But good luck to both Eunice. As Eunice moves on, they're in an away tournament on the 16th and 17th. And that's their next action. So good luck to both the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Wildcats. But again, congratulations to Lovington. First win, and let's hope that this will continue. They'll take this momentum and this energy and this confidence into the rest of their season. I'm Dawn Morgan for TJ Miracle. We are wrapping things up and signing off. Thanks to all of our sponsors for Eunice and Lovington. And you've been listening and watching Lovington Eunice Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Good night, everybody.